Hi, my name's Liz and I trained with the Forest Bathing Institute in 2019. How did I first come to forest bathing? Well, I first heard of forest bathing a few years ago. It was something that I immediately thought was a brilliant idea. I started practicing mindfulness a few years ago. That was partly for me as a way of managing anxiety and depression. I also know in terms of my mental health that being outdoors is something that is really good for me. So when I heard about something that combined the two, that immediately seemed like a brilliant idea. I was lucky enough in 2019 that the Institute was running some sessions near to me as part of the series they were doing across RSPB reserves nationally. So yeah, I went to the sessions, loved them, and they for me came at a time when I was really wanting to change the focus of my work. And the two things that I was looking for were, one, to be really feeling that I was helping people on a deeper level. Secondly, I knew that I wanted to spend more time working outdoors, possibly with their focus around something that was helping nature. So when I heard that TFBI was looking to expand its team, then I jumped at the opportunity and really haven't looked back. What would I say is the highlight of being a Forest Bathing Plus guide? Well, I'd say I've noticed in my personal practice that when you take the time to stop and observe and really notice, there are moments where I feel a real sense of connection. So it's maybe noticing a detail that I've never been aware of before, or some wildlife allows me to witness it going about its day-to-day business. For me, those are moments of real joy, and they create a real sense of connection to the whole of nature, and that for me is something that's really special. So as a guide, when you hear people in your group describing what they're experiencing, they're talking about details that they noticed, things they've seen, things they've experienced, you see them light up and you're aware that they're experiencing that same sense of connection, and that's brilliant. What did I enjoy about the training? So I loved the training. I really enjoyed learning more about the science behind forest bathing, because to me it's really important that whatever I do is based on solid evidence. But I have to say that the highlight was the practical sessions, where we could get out and start putting the things we'd learned into practice. What was really nice was that everyone in the group had their own different experience and different focus, so that we were able to share those different viewpoints and perspectives, so that made it really great. What one thing would I say to people who are considering becoming a Forest Bathing Plus guide? I think to say, be aware that it takes time and commitment. So that's in terms of study, in terms of finding locations to practice, in terms of doing the case studies, and also, really importantly, making time for your own practice. So given that, I would say really take the time to make sure it's a good fit for you. Go to some sessions, do a bit of reading around the subject, and maybe talk to some current guides, ask them any questions that you've got. If you're sure after that it is a good fit for you, then I'd say it can be a brilliant way to feel like you're helping both people and planet.